One of the things I hope you're thinking about is what sort of mindset any outside advisor brings to an engagement you might have with them. This is something you should ask about when you're considering hiring someone to help you with your business. Today I want to talk with you about one part of the mindset I like to bring to any engagement, or for that matter, any interaction I have with others. It's really simple. It's just about how I need to have a bigger dream for what you can accomplish than you do. And that's what this video is all about. So let's jump right in. So what do I mean by a bigger dream than you have? Well, what I mean is you might have a dream about what your business can do and how it can be, but in my experience, most owners of privately held businesses have a dream that's relatively narrow and relatively small. Now, what my job is to help you open up and see a bigger world, a bigger dream, bigger things that your business could do that you never thought would be able to do, and it probably isn't going to be all that difficult to do it. I've had some really nice successes in my life by having a bigger dream for my clients than I did. I was working with a security company. About 4 years ago, I started working with them. They were doing $4 million in sales. Now they're doing $8 million in sales. And when I first started working with them, I said, you can be doing $5 million in sales in a year and a half. They poo-pooed and said, oh, you're out of your mind. There's no way that could happen. And here we are doing $8 million in sales 4 years later. I have another company I was working with. They're doing about $35, $40 million a year, which is a lot of business, a really nice company. But my dream for them isn't becoming a $50 million company or a $60 million company. It's a $100 million company. And I even have strategies that we've been talking about that are getting them excited to help them realize that what are they going to have to do to become a $100 million company, and is it possible? So now instead of their dream being $50 million, their dream is now $100 million. Then I had another company. When I first started working with them, and this was a long time ago, their profits were $140,000 when I first started. And one of the principals in the company said to me, we're going to become a big company. I poo-pooed that. And this is where I really learned about having a dream bigger for my clients than they had for themselves. And the truth is, 14 years later, we weren't doing $140,000 in profits. We weren't doing $500,000 in profits. We weren't even doing $1 million in profits. We hit $2.4 million in profit. Now, that was a dream that one of the principals had, which I adopted once I figured out, hey, this can really happen. And then we started working on the strategies that moved them from $140,000 in profits to over $2.4 million. So just to let you know, none of this was done with numeric goal setting. It was basically just saying, let's dream about what you could be and what are the steps that we need to make for you to get there. You want your outside advisor to be what I call an accountability partner. And what an accountability partner means, or a thinking partner, is their job, or my job as an outside advisor, is to help you think through the issues that you have in your company, and more importantly, what are the opportunities that you have in your company. A lot of times I ask people, what's your biggest problem or what's your biggest opportunity that you're facing in your business right now? And about 90% of the time, people come back with me and they tell me about the biggest problem they have. Why don't you instead start focusing on what the biggest opportunity is, and then you can start dreaming bigger also. You not only want to have your advisor have a dream bigger than yours, you want to know that they have an opportunity and they can help you get to that big dream that they might have for you. It's great for me to say, hey, I think you'd be a $100 million company, but if I don't have some sort of strategies and ideas about how you can become a $100 million company, or how you can move your profits to $2 to $2.4 million, or go from $1 million in profits to $2 million in profits, if I don't have an idea about how you can do that, and it's not something that you're willing to do, it's just talk. And the truth is, you're going to have to take some actions if you want to have a big, big, big dream. You're not going to have to take some actions. You have to take some scary actions as well. So think about the world of appreciative inquiry. We focus on what works and we build on what works, and not focusing on what doesn't work and trying to fix it. When we focus on what works and we build on that, your dream can be huge, and there's a really, really good chance that you're actually going to get there. So I have a question for you. Are you willing to dream big and have your advisors dream an even bigger dream? Why don't you scroll down and leave a comment about what you think about dreaming big and how it could impact your business. And while you're at it, download our free ebook on simplified budgeting. You might find you enjoy the budgeting process, and this is a strategy that will get your budget looked at and used because it's simple. That's why we call it simplified budgeting. Hey, this is Josh Patrick. You're at The Sustainable Business. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope to see you back here really soon.